The train ride that changed everything. The train moved slowly through the grey morning, its windows reflecting a tired city and an even more tired girl. She sat by the window, her shoulders tense, her mind louder than the metal wheels beneath her feet. Deadlines, expectations, unfinished dreams, everything seemed to press down on her at once. She felt stressed, overwhelmed, and strangely empty. Almost without thinking, she reached into her bag and pulled out a book she had bought weeks ago but never opened, Mark Manson, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. She sighed. Why not, she thought. As the train continued its journey, the pages began to speak to her in a blunt, almost uncomfortable honesty. The book didn't promise happiness, success, or a perfect life. Instead, it said something shocking. Life is hard, and that's okay. Manson argued that trying to care about everything only makes us miserable. The real skill, he said, is choosing what actually deserves our energy. Not everything matters, and pretending it does is exhausting. She paused and looked outside. The book talked about values, not shallow goals like money or approval, but deeper ones: honesty, responsibility, courage, growth. It explained that pain is unavoidable, but suffering comes from avoiding responsibility for our choices. One sentence stayed with her. You are responsible for your life, even when things are not your fault. At first, this idea made her uncomfortable. She had blamed stress on work, people, circumstances, but slowly she understood the point. Responsibility is not punishment, it is power. Another chapter hit even harder. Manson explained that failure is not the opposite of success, it is part of it. Everyone who improves at something fails repeatedly. Avoiding failure means avoiding growth. She realized how much she had feared being bad at things, how often she quit early just to protect her ego. The train stopped briefly at a station. People came and went. She stayed seated, turning another page. The book reminded her that self-worth doesn't come from being special. It comes from doing something meaningful, even when no one is watching. Chasing constant positivity, Manson warned, leads to disappointment. Accepting negative emotions makes life more honest and manageable. By the time the train neared her destination, something inside her had shifted. Her problems were still there. Her stress hadn't magically disappeared, but her relationship with them had changed. She closed the book slowly. She understood that transformation would not be instant. Habits don't change overnight. Mindsets take time to rebuild. There would be setbacks, bad days, moments of doubt. But she also knew this: she didn't need to fix everything at once. She only needed to choose better values, to care less about what didn't matter, and to take responsibility step by step. The train stopped. She stood up, feeling lighter, not because life was easier, but because she was ready to face it, this time consciously.